Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. This is a general collective reading for you and your person, your significant other, your special someone. So I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. It's for you and your person. You know, you may be already in a relationship, or you may only just be starting out. You may have been together for a long time. Just take it as it resonates for you. Now, the situation, there seems to have been some sort of domestic insecurity or domestic concern going on. It could also be to do with family. So whether this is your children and your family or a family member, something has, there's been a domestic thing going on, or some sort of transformational change that has been occurring. But it's going to be very positive for that person, or for your situation, or for your children. There's going to be a change of sort of a cycle change, and it's going to be more positive. So the moonology is saying you and your loved ones are safe. It's a new moon in Cancer, and Cancer is always about families and home security. Emotions may be a little bit high, but new moon is always a clean slate and a new beginning. So it's like I think a fresh beginning, or a new beginning is coming in for your children, or for you, your family. Some sort of fresh start is coming in. And just to say that if there have been feelings of insecurity within the relationship, domestic matters or concerns about where you are living, it could also be to do with changes or perceived changes, or things that need to be put in place for a relocation or for a change of some sort, affecting either within the relationship or somebody close by. So it's normally a change or a shift, or some sort of like a transformation coming in for them or for you within your family unit. Now we've also got the Leo energy coming in here. Now the Leo energy is very much it's got a number of attributes, but I feel you need to bring in more fun, more romance, more flirting with your person. Bring that in. Because the Leo energy is all about that, Leo the lover, so it's about creating that in your relationship, and only you can do that. So you do that by bringing in the flirting, the romance, create a romantic environment, do romantic things, whatever is, right for you and your person. But it's also about being in that state of mind, welcoming time together, and creating a romantic and loving and caring environment, a nurturing environment is very important. It can also be in some cases that there's a few egos flying around, or egotistical behavior that might be happening, that can sometimes come in, or overconfidence that could be coming in. But I feel it's more to do with creating a romantic and a loving atmosphere at this time. It's a very creative, sunny, warm, heart-based energy. And it can bring in issues to do with children. As I said, Leo is the fifth house, and fifth house is always about children as well, but creativity's in there, and just expression, and loving of life. That really is the energy that comes in with Leo. So I feel you need to do that and let go of these concerns which have been sort of swirling around in your domestic situation. Get out, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and bring the romance and the lightness and the warmth in. Your divine door is this one. It says passages, spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. So it's just a rite of passage. You may be changing something in the environment, or within your relationship. You may be going to a new level. And, this is always about adjustment of some sort. But there's a passage or some sort of journey that you're on. And we're always on a love journey, or a journey within ourselves. And this is about going through that journey. But keep a lookout for your spiritual signs, your intuition. The intuition was very strong in your life reading, and I feel it's coming in here again as well. So listen to your intuition and allow that to guide you, and keep a lookout for certain things, indications, little spiritual indicators here and there about which direction or what needs to be done as you go along. Now, for you and your person, for you, I've got here the ascendant. So this is always about your outlook, your attitude, and your belief, or what you're projecting outward to others at this time. So it's also your body image. and what people are seeing when they see you, or when your person sees you, or what they're picking up from you. So what you're projecting outwards. And it can also be your approach to situations. So what direction you're headed in, how you're setting your sails in order to move forward. And, you know, your worldview as well. All of those come in. But your divine door that's coming in here, it says, trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. So I feel, you know, it's also, it could be that you're just leaving things to sort themselves out. Or you need to, you know, one of those two. This is your view. So have faith and breathe. Just have faith and breathe that things are going to be all right, and that things are going to sort themselves out, you know. Just go along, just be in the moment, and have a positive outlook. Have a positive outlook, and, you know, be optimistic. And if that is what you are thinking and what you are projecting, then that is what you're going to draw towards you, you know. So trust in the universe, be positive, have a positive outlook, and just be careful with your body image, your image that you're projecting outwards, you know. Be positive and be, as I said, more flirtatious and more fun-loving, and, you know, bring a bit of romance in. I think that is what is needed here, just to lighten the atmosphere while things sort themselves out at this time. Now, your person has got here Cancer, so the Cancer area energy is strong with them. So this is a very nurturing, compassionate, loving energy. It's a very family-oriented energy. So that is the energy that's coming from that. You know, I feel that family is important here. It's very important, and it should be important at this time, because there's some sort of shift or change, or some focus on the family unit. Or home, you know, there's some emphasis on that. So, and the Cancer area energy is always about clans, and creating a clan, and creating a unit, and being protective and nurturing of that family unit, and protective and nurturing of what's going on. Also of the body, protective and nurturing of the body. So this can be about health and diet and well-being as well. So be careful with that, as I said. Because this also, you know, your image and your image that you're projecting outwards, you know, you want to be healthy and confident, and that's important to bring positive results. And I feel your person is compassionate. They're in their feelings, and they are in that receptive frame of mind. They may be a little bit sentimental about some things. They could be a little bit defensive about things as well, you know, that may be coming up. But certainly nostalgia and sentimentality. But I feel it's more to do with nurturing and creating a family unit, and putting family first, or just thinking along those lines, being a very nurturing and caring, but also resilient and resourceful. That is very much a Cancer area energy as well. Now, this is the divine door, and it says, a cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly, then you have arrived. So I feel it's about taking bold action in some way as well. But it's also about, when you live deliberately, you have a plan, you work out what you want to do, and then you follow your instincts and your intuitions, and you allow those to guide you. But you always use your instincts at the, you know, under this energy. And I feel that this is what it's saying. This person may be longing for better times, or just longing for something to come in. And it could be family related, or it could just be a direction that the relationship is going. They could be longing for that, or just wishing and hoping that things will be better in the, you know, going forward. But really, we are each responsible for our own happiness. We manufacture that, and we're responsible for that in ourselves. That can't come from another. All right, can't come from your person. So as long as you are living deliberately and choosing boldly, and you know, you feel love for yourself and for your environment, then that is what you will draw towards you. There is a responsibility here. So as I said, each of us is responsible for our own happiness, and I feel this is what it's coming in here. There could be a little bit of moodiness and a little bit of ego coming in as well. As I said, that may be creeping in, or just like concern, which is kind of almost like a drain on the situation. So be responsible about your energy, and responsible with your time, and your attitudes and your beliefs. Okay, you take responsibility for that, and let that your person take the responsibility for theirs, and that will help to you know, to prevent issues around attachment to outcomes and dependency and so on as well. We have also got Chiron healing coming in here. So this is always about healing of some sort. Now, this is normally to do with emotional wounding of some sort, or it could be a physical wounding, getting past some sort of a physical mishap, like a little accident or something, or an injury which flares up again and then you have to deal with it, something like that. But it's normally to do with emotional healing, or ancestral or family lineage, or things that have come down the family line, dealing with that, like generational trauma. It can also be to do with childhood issues that keep creeping up and holding one or either of you back, or holding the relationship back. These can be things that you've learnt from childhood, programming, or a wounding that one or either of you has had in the past, and that kind of prevents you from moving forward. So it keeps coming up in the relationship, and that's also attached to ego. Ego is in control of that as well, because it's kind of, your energy is there and you can deal with it, and you can move on from it, but you keep going back there because it's kind of, you're getting something out of that. So the Chiron is there to help you to release aspects that keep coming back or keep surfacing, and it's kind of an inhibiting behavior. It can also be to do with needing to apply forgiveness or healing to a situation. So forgiveness may be coming in as well. Forgiveness rituals are always good. Forgive your part in whatever occurred in the past. It could be an old relationship thing. Forgive your part in it because you were doing only what you thought you could do at that time, and you're a different person now. So, you apply forgiveness to yourself so that you can release your energy from being trapped there all the time, because otherwise it stays there in that loop, perpetually going around, and it sucks energy out of everything else that you're trying to do. So it can also be about sensitivity, just sensitivity in general, while there's healing occurring around a variety of issues. So it's being sensitive, and going through a healing process of some sort. It can also be like a cleansing, cleansing of things from the past. It's part of your personal development. It's part of the relationship development. And it can be about releasing things as well, releasing things from the past, releasing old attitudes or beliefs, inhibitive behavior, or self-sabotage, self-undoing, things like that. And it also obviously releasing pain, however the pain is showing up. Now we have got here third quarter moon, adjustments are required. So I feel that there is... adjustments can be that you're on your way to something very positive. Okay, now that has already been indicated here. A little trip somewhere close to water might be helpful, a little breakaway, but an adjustment is required. Now this is usually an emotional or physical adjustment. Something needs to be looked at again or gone over again. Perhaps you haven't expressed your love enough, or perhaps there are just some directional changes which need to happen. It could be that you need to have a plan or a strategy. If you're going to go through a change or a relocation or a shift of some sort, or going to the next level in your relationship, then there needs to be some sort of plan or some sort of strategy, taking responsibility for what needs to be done in the relationship, taking responsibility for tasks around the home and what needs to be done, because there are definitely domestic issues coming up. So adjustments are required just to trim and tuck, and to reevaluate and to bring balance in, and also trust needs to come in. So as I said, trust the universe as well. There's some divine timing or some timing at play here which is busy unfolding at the moment. So in the meantime, you get on with what you need to do, and you trim and you adjust, and you get a plan together until this, while you're on the way to this outcome, which will be coming. You're just on your way there now. So there's just a few more adjustments to happen. And then for the bottom of the deck of the Divine Door, there it is. It says, so this is 1111, so 1111. Numbers in doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. So this is why it's saying live boldly. Don't hold your love back, or get stuck in an ego issue. Live boldly. enjoy your life. And this is what the Leo energy is about. Be expressive, enjoy, have fun, make the most of your situation. This is a very important sign for partnership or union, or anything to do with union in a couple situation. It always indicates like new beginning or a new cycle, and it can be about coming into balance with your person, or a union of some sort. So it's got a lovely energy about it. There's synchronicity, there's spiritual signs which you've got to look out for here, following your intuition, but it's also about expressing your love and being in that love vibe. I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.